And this is my very good friend and confidant.
I am Sue Delaney of Love Elemental Trance Channel, Intuitive Psychic. Thanks, Bobbi. Thanks for having me. Us. I was going to say us because they're all here. Thanks for having us on your live today.
And you are a plural. We're all actually plurals in our own special way. And when you refer to yourself in the plural, it freaks people out, and that's fun for me. So I like to freak people out. How are you today?
I am so well. It's a beautiful sunny summer day here in southwestern Ontario, and it's been a long time coming. So it's been a beautiful day, and I'm really excited to be here again. We have so much fun.
Yes, it's a rainy, cloudy, gloomy day on Vancouver Island, but we need it. Actually, I can see a little bit of dappled. Maybe it's sunlight, maybe it's just light. It's Vancouver Island. So it's always like this. Yeah. We had sun. It was smashing. Yeah, it was smashing. But we don't get it like you do. You get sun and boom, you got sun, right?
We get sun and we get nice sun. Like at this time of year, it's shifting over to nicer.
And it will last from Monday to Friday.
Well, yes, hopefully. It's just brand new. It's been the temperatures have been really a little bit unseasonably cooler, I would say, this year. So yeah.
Today is cold. Yeah, today I put on a sweater because I was darn chilly.
Okay. And today everybody's at the beach and they're just like, the beach is happening and things are going on and everybody's just like, summer, you know?
Yeah. Summer. That's funny. Okie dokie. So we are going to be on for 75 minutes. Sue has had a big day. I have had a big day. We are going to be on and you know what? 75 minutes is an hour and a half. No, it's not, Bobbi. It's an hour and 25 minutes. No, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Oh my God. See? It's been a big day.
Case in point.
Simple math is stumping me. So yeah, it's been a big day. Hello, Lori Dream Studio. It's neat when people have their handles. Hello, Liv. Liv is going to be live with me on Wednesday, the poor thing. No. I have a list of victims. Yeah. Anyway, okie dokie. So why are we doing this live, Sue? Why do we do this? It's actually what came through my mind when I was getting ready for it. Why do we do this, for goodness sakes? You and I already just had a day of work. And now we're tacking on a day of free work. Hello, Ruth.
Yeah. Why do we do it? Well, I certainly know why I do it. I always just, I love to show up and say yes. You invited me to do some lives with you this year. Yep. And I'm thrilled to say yes to the invitation because I believe to the core of my being that the messages from the United Souls of Heaven and Earth are brilliant and they help people and they provide clarity. And I think that if we even just can get a couple of degrees of perspective change sometimes, the entire terrain changes for us, right? So yeah, I just do it because I love what I do and the guides tell me to do it and they say show up and go do it. And so we do what we're told to do.
We do what we're told to do. And well, yes, we do it for free, but we receive in a different kind of way. Yeah. Like I call it getting high. When I'm like this, I call myself high, even though I'm not high, if you know what I mean, because I'm not where I'm usually am. And usually when you're high, you don't quite remember what's going on and you're not in complete control over what you say and do.
Right. Yeah.
High. So high. When I tell people, oh yeah, I know I was high, that's actually what I mean. So yeah, we get that benefit from it. And we get to the same darn thing. You and I have this ability for a reason because we're supposed to tell other people about it so that they can enhance their time too. So I've got a whole bunch of people to say hello to. It's sunny where Ruth is. I believe you are in Alberta. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ruth. Chicken Eagle eagles fly, chick eagles fly. That's it, chick eagles fly. I was putting too many things in there. Chick eagles fly. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello, Lily Piccadilly. I love that. That is a great name for a dog. I already had a Lily though, so I can't do it. So I'll have to give that to someone else. Hello, Rose Quartz. Are you full of love, you? Hello, hello, Steve. He says hello to both of us, which is great. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, I completely and absolutely agree. Now, you guys, everyone that is here, you are welcome to ask us psychic questions. You are welcome to ask us spirituality questions. Well, part of me says you're not allowed, you're allowed to ask us personal questions. Why? Why does that there? Oh, hello, Julia. Hello, Amaya. Hello, Haley. And hello, Blair. I know all of those people's faces.
That's wonderful.
Because you don't always. There's a lot of people that come on here and I've never seen them.
Right.
Yeah, but I've interacted with them so many times and I feel like I know them. I've got clients like that. I've got clients I've read for years and never seen.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Do you do, you don't have blind readings, do you?
Not typically. No, typically we'd be on Zoom or in person. So yeah, I can't recall. I mean, I've done readings for people who have friends who have called and kind of had somebody in an emergent situation. So I'm doing phone call. So yeah, I guess sometimes you do that, but yeah.
I actually like the phone call. I like being blind to the visual.
Okay.
Only because sometimes when you say things to people, if you cannot see them, it lands in a different way.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense.
People can get, funny, or people are rightfully sensitive about things.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have to say hello to Yvette, which is such a cool name. When you have a name like Bobbi. Oh, chick eagles flies. It's Shelly. Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
If it's the Shelly, I think it is, and I believe it is you, Shelly. Shelly helps me with my lives.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I just did a live. I'm going to do another one. I've already booked the second one. I've already booked October. And I've been working to put a video out to show people that I booked October, but I can't. It's little snippets of me doing the readings at the last live.
Okay.
How the heck do you edit that? It's tough to edit that because it's just the little bits, and I don't. Things like that.
You have to weave it all through.
October 17th at the Weird Church again.
Well done, you.
I'm pushing it.
You are. You're listening to the impulses, right?
I am. Yeah. And it's actually, they say strike while the iron's hot so that I don't get my insecurities or my thinking brain in there. Because your thinking brain will think you right out of doing anything that seems at all challenging. That's what I have found.
Absolutely.
It's me.
It's easy to find reasons not to do things.
It's so easy.
A little bit frightening.
Yeah, because I actually even go through things where I'm like, why are you still doing this? Why do you do this? Well, you could just do your job and just move on with your life and not do all the extra stuff. Why are you doing this? Because I kind of have to. It gets all... Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say hello to a few more people. Hello, James. Hello, Amanda. Ruth needs a lot of help, so good thing we're both here. Hello, Steve. Steve has a question. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna say, Ruth is in Maple Ridge. It's sunny in Maple Ridge right now. Oh, it's Shelly. It's the other Shelly. And I'm not gonna say her last name because that's actually how I identify her. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you know who you are, Shelly. Hi, Heidi. We have to say it like that. Okie dokie. We have a question. Still looking for a new place, but it seems there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Okie dokie. I'm going to let you start on this because I already have previous knowledge a little bit.
Okay. So I'm just... okay. First of all, I just want to say hi to everyone. Welcome. It's wonderful to be part of this tonight. I can already sniff a theme. Bobbi, before we came on, we talked, do we want to have a topic? Do we want, and we thought, no, we just want to just let the go with the flow. Whew. And I can feel the guides already on board, and I can feel them. So the United Souls of Heaven and Earth. So for anybody who isn't familiar with them, I'm just going to give a quick, they're a collective of over 2,500 individuated essences that come together as one voice. And I speak that voice. I go into an altered state, which I sort of feel now that I'm there. I go into a trance-like state, but more and more and more, they sort of let me be a little bit more alert, awake, and sort of stream through. And so one of the things they've been teaching us quite a bit about is this now breath being our point of power. So our past, not our point of power. And we can spend a lot of time in our past through beliefs and emotions and thoughts and old programs. Just likewise, the future holds no power. That's not where our point of power is. So the guides will say over and over and over, this now breath is your only point of creative power. And of course, the breath is now, now, now. So that's sort of always in a mood. It's a dynamic thing. It's not. So I want to say immediately, this idea of light at the end of a tunnel lends itself to the notion that there is a powerlessness to the reality that you're in. And that's just simply a limited perspective on what the potential here. And so I want to invite you, I really want to invite you to become more aware of your creative power and potential in the entire landscape of the reality. So some might say, go and manifest it. And then people would say, how do I manifest it? And what do I do? And you have to line up. And there's all these conversations. And all of that, be it what it may, it's true. But what's really, really important, and the guides want you to know, because I can hear it over and over and over in my head, is that when you just take a breath and put your hands on your heart and just come back to you, get out of all of this past and future stuff and what's ever been and how it's ever been. And I'm a victim of circumstance. It's absolutely part of an old program. And so there is an opportunity for you to rehome you. And when you do that, to come home to you, this point of power now, the home for you that's in alignment with your home frequency, they're saying, it will literally appear like as if, like it almost would be, they're showing me it's almost like a mirage. It's almost like shows itself, right? Yeah. So that's sort of the conversation. And I feel like the guides are going to do today what they've been doing a lot lately, which is, and they keep reminding me, they keep saying, Sue, we're not here to fortune tell. We are here to help, empower, to guide people to their own empowerment is basically what they're saying, right? So that's how they want me to start, Bobbi.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, because future casting or fortune telling is we have all free will. Unless I'm going to talk to you about how many people might come out of you, they still might not come out. They might just impregnate and then skedaddle. Yes. So absolutely. And the way that they show it to me is when you're trying to find something and your emotions are so high because you're trying to find it so freaking bad that you keep not seeing it.
That's right.
Because it's right there. Yeah. And yeah, but that's funny. Okay. So I actually had an instance of that today, but it's such a different one, but they're showing it to me. So I wear these 2 rings and they are my aunts. And I have to wear the smaller ring or the bigger ring. It's actually flown off in the street before. And yeah, when it's someone you love and they're on the other side and that ring float, you cry. Anyway, so I wear the smaller ring above it. I put on my ring and then I could not find the smaller ring. They're always right next to each other. I looked through everything and I started freaking out. And then I went, wait a minute. I haven't lost it. I know it was on there. I just need to relax and walk away. And I walked away and I came back and it was in the middle of the table. Nothing around it. Is just right there in the middle of the table. And I went, oh, that was good, you guys. That's actually what I did. But the point of it is that maybe, I don't think so. Maybe it was sitting there the whole time. I don't think so. I actually think my aunt took it and then my aunt put it back. But I couldn't see it because I was trying to see it. Exactly. That's not what I meant to say, but do you know what yeah. Because you're trying, and you're absolutely right about living in this moment, because it's a progression of moments, just like you say. It's just like, if in this second I go, I'm not going to find a place. Oh, it's so frustrating that I won't find a place. And then you grow and you build that, one on top of the other. And you don't realize that second is actually the thing.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Yeah. And I hope that makes sense. I hope with you and I discussing that the way that we discuss things makes sense.
So in that saying, so the light at the end of the tunnel is now. So the light is here. So is the tunnel. And so, and they're saying to me, right, have a little fun with it. What if you begin to have a little bit of fun with this escapade? It's almost like they want you to spiral your energies from those low density, which is the lower chakra stuff, which is that denser stuff, to sort of spiral that up. And even if you can get into a little bit of a state of playfulness about it, even take a little bit of that, they're saying like the metal on metal, which is causing the sparks, take a little bit of that away. And how do you do it? I can hear, how do you do that, right? When you're grinding, how do you do that? And sometimes it's as easy as just, like you say, looking away for a minute, right? Taking a pause, putting your feet on the ground, taking a breath, just zooming your focus out instead of zooming it in.
Yeah. And I actually see them taking pictures at different places to see what they want their view to be. Taking those pictures, printing them out on 8.5 by 11, just putting them on the wall and seeing which ones keep catching my eye. Where do I want to be? Because I kind of think you don't know where you want to be. And that's part of it. Because you could end up signing a lease and going, this is not where we want to be. We want to be here. There's a convenience thing. And you guys just moved from Ontario. No offense to Ontario. I know that's where you live. But if you move from Ontario to the Comox Valley, why aren't you looking at the ocean? That's just me. But, take advantage of that you're in a different, see, I'm not holding it there. Take advantage of that and move that forward. But when they tell me to tell them to print out the pictures, to me, that is almost like living in the future a little bit.
But when you're looking at the pictures, aren't you in, so if I'm observing a picture, isn't it this now breath that I'm, right? Like the experience is the now in that, with that picture, right?
And I actually think that what they want is who I am right now. Does this jive with me, this picture, or do I want to be with this picture, with that picture? Because not everyone wants to stare at the ocean. It's actually quite chilly. So it could be something different than that. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I currently live on the lake and I'm moving away from, I love it. It's beautiful. It's $1 million view. It's wonderful, but it's harsh. It's harsh a lot of the time.
Oh, right? You told me. Yeah.
Not everybody. Yeah. But yeah, you have a great, they have great creative potential, they're saying. And so have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it. There's so many awesome places to live. Yeah. You know that journey. You just did that journey. Okie dokie. Julia. Bobbi, I'm here with my classmate Liz. She just uses my name only because she's very used to me. I have taught this lady yoga. I'm here with my classmate Liz. She is wondering if you have any messages from her mother. And I immediately said, Rob Schneider, you can do it. That's what I actually heard. I'm sorry about the accent. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm making fun of your mother's accent, but I'm actually doing the Rob Schneider accent. You can do it. But takes a little time for yourself. That's actually what I hear. That in between there has to be, and this, she's sticking her tongue in her cheek. So, which is, Usually, if they wouldn't have said it when they were here, they'll scrape their tongue. She's sticking her tongue in her cheek. So it might even be a joke between the two of you in some sort of way, because she shows work, pleasure, work, pleasure, work, pleasure, work, pleasure. Because also too, if you are doing a similar thing to what my friend Miss Julia is doing, you will be kind of an entrepreneur or big business person. You will be your business. You will be you. You will be you. Huh. That's funny. You'll be the real, true, actual you. The physician, the one in charge of people's health. She's proud of you. Uh, yeah, there's something with your feet. I don't know if your feet hurt or if you need to actually cleanse your feet to let go of where you've been or where the past is or let something go. But there's something with your feet. Because quite often they'll show feet having to do with continuing to carry something that does not serve us or continuing to act as though we are still walking on the same path that we were walking on when we're walking on a new path now. There's something like that I feel. Do you feel anything, Sue?
The feet is interesting because as you were talking, I suddenly felt I stretched out and I was moving my feet around. And so you started talking about feet. Yeah, it's like the layers of what has been, all the miles walked and all of the stories spoken and all of the hats worn and all of, yeah.
I think grief is in there as well. Yeah. And for me, feet almost always come up with pampering. Always. I don't know why. I don't do anything for my own feet.
Of course.
Yeah, you're supposed to learn. Yeah, they always come up. So there's a pampering and an I love you. And you may think that she's communicating with you in certain ways. She's actually showing me loonies, which is how my dad will communicate now. He'll leave me a dirty loony. Your loony looks shiny and clean because I don't know if your mom would tolerate a dirty loony. But the way that she is with you. She is around you. And she will give you the answers to the test if you ask her nice enough. That's what she said. I don't know if she could. Yeah, my dad could probably help me with answers. So possibly, especially when it comes to something like this, because the blockage, the information's there. It's just you getting through the tunnels of your mind is actually what I hear. Through the tunnels of because it looks like your mind has tunnels. Yeah. Which might be because you're smart, and smart people have to encapsulate things in their mind, because I see smart minds like the information comes in and then new information comes in. Yeah.
I see her as a I keep hearing over and over smooth operator, and that song Smooth Operator.
Sade.
Yeah, Sade. but yeah. And they show the old Bell telephone operators, the old phone operators where they would So smooth operator, that she's ability to, like you're talking about her brain, she's a great ability to hook, because really what they were doing is they were hooking systems they were hooking people together, they were bringing waves, people together, and so whatever she's, her next iteration is the evolution of this bringing waves together as a smooth operator over and over and over. I'm hearing it. She can do it in a very smooth way. I just was watching, they're showing me, I was on TikTok the other day, and there's this, I think she's a Dutch woman. I think I might get it wrong, but she's like a 63-year-old woman who has just blown herself into the house music. She's a DJ, but she uses analog systems. So it looks like this giant back of I don't even know, this intricate system. And she's moving plugs instead of a digital one that people would use. Right. So that's what they keep showing me. She's got the ability to they're saying, play new music. It's recreating the new tune of her life through this smooth operaterness. Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense, because it lines up with the way I see it with the profession that both of these women are training towards. Okay. They will need to be able to communicate not only with the patients, but with those who can tell them what's going on with the patient.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. To my mind, this is the new wave of health care where we are looking at what is your life like? What is going on in stressors in your life? Not just, okay, what do you eat? Why do you
Yeah.
eat it?
Right.
So things like that, because so much of your health is emotional. It's crazy how much. And in my mind, psychic too, because I think arthritis is psychic. That's my opinion. Anyway. Okie dokie. Awesome name. Wondering if anything is coming through for me, any changes I need to make. I keep getting told I have inner blocks or holding back, but I am unsure what it is or where to start. Do the spirits have anything for me? How do I unblock?
Do you want me to start?
Yes, I do. Yes.
They want to talk to her. Okay.
Oh, they're coming, Haley.
Come, here they come. Here they come. I gotta get my feet on the ground. I have to just shrink down here a little bit. Here we go. Okay. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Beloved friends, to each and to all, good day. We come to the one who has got center stage with the spotlight upon her graces. And we say to you, you are indeed a conduit of light. You have come upon this time, space, reality, expression, experiment with the kind of kindness that can by times feel a little bit like you get burrs stuck to your sweater. The kind of kindness that grows and grows and overflows here and there. It goes everywhere. But sometimes there is the fields of static. And sometimes the static can cause a little bit of interference, a little bit of a disruption in the signal of you. And we say to you, worry not for a moment that your signal is stuck in some space, place that is inaccessible to you, for it is you, old friend. It is you indeed. And so we say to you, if you want to begin each day by greeting you in the mirror place and looking at that beautiful face and saying upon you, I am. I am that which I am, you see. And you will begin to see the you that you came to be, you see. You see, friends, it is not... you are part of a grand design that is so sophisticated, and yet it is so simple. It is so easy for all of you to take a breath. Was that breath constricted? Was that breath blocked? If it was, that's all right. Take another. Relax a little bit. What we are wanting you all to see, old friends, is that each breath that you take is an opportunity for a reset, a reclamation, and all of those parts and parcels of you that you feel are gone somehow, or they are somehow caught up inside of the inside of you in a way that is causing constriction. We say to you this: you are all able to move through these seasons of constriction with each and every new breath that you take. You are a being of light, being human, old friend. Put your feet on great Gaia more and more. Hands upon heart. Smile upon face. Take a breath and declare who you are. I am that which I am. And we want you to know, old friend, that you are love and you are loved. Does that feel constrictive? Or does that feel like flow? Is that block set aside for a moment, a breath? Let's let that breath grow. Indeed. One more here.
I love it when you wake up and go, "Oh, where am I?"
I don't even know. I'm facing a different direction.
Yeah, you may have been tapping your feet too, because there's a boom, 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 boom sound.
Oh,
Yeah. When you're looking in the mirror place, that's what they said. And I had a giggle. I actually, and it's like point of clarification, like Robert's Rules of Order. Anyway, it's from my olden days. It's not all through what you were telling her. You were pretty much telling her to be her, and then she will see what she is. And through that, what I could see was, I had been working as a reader for probably about 15 years, and I was in the middle of a reading and went, and I felt something, and now that is always there. I always know. It's my no. And I have been, maybe it was 10 years, it was a while, and I was shocked that, oh, wow, I thought I knew, but now I really know. And I believe that happened because I was doing what I was meant to do. So there it just grew. If that makes sense. And that's what I'm seeing with Haley as well. I'm also seeing get ye but in ye ocean. That's what I see. Use the salt water, let it bathe you, let it cleanse you. And there's something, because you're already being shown what you are. The people around you are showing you you're getting attention in a certain kind of way, and certain kind of people, children-y people, and that is telling you what you are. If you start moving into that, then it will, you will see what you are. It'll open it up. Yeah, we don't have to search for it. We just have to be what we are, and then it opens. Does that make sense? Because I really think that's what they were saying as well.
okay.
But they say it in such a prosaic, beautiful fashion, and I don't.
Well, and I appreciate that you're here to interpret, right? Because of course I don't know. I have no recollection of what is. I always say I'm the only one that doesn't get invited to the party. So thank you. Yeah. And you sat with them, so you know long enough. You know what they're saying, and
it's like you're giving a party and you got way too drunk getting ready for it, and so you don't remember the party. You are 1,000 cigarettes. I don't know if you know the movie. I love that movie. It's the best New Year's movie ever made. Yeah. So yeah, it is that. Yeah. And you would never say, look in the mirror place. What?
Probably not. Probably not. Not without laughing hysterically.
No, they say things so wackadoo sometimes. But yeah. Okie dokie. So we hope that helps, Haley. Okie dokie. Now this one, I have an immediate answer with this one, because to me it's a yes or no question.
Go for it.
Yes. I see you staying at the job. Yeah, because that's interesting. I almost see it in the same way as Haley. If you keep moving into this and moving through this, the you will shine through. And I really think you're in the right place at the right time, and it's supposed to be you doing it. Sue?
I agree. Again, we're seeing the theme, right? The theme suddenly is unfolding that the guides gave us a message a while ago, and they said, nobody can see you until you see yourself.
Oh, I like that. That's right? Cool. Yeah.
I printed it and I put it around the house because I really had to sit with that. Like at first I was like, wow, that's cool. That's profound. And then I was like, wait a minute. That means that everything that I've wished, desired, dreamt to be, to become, whatever, nobody will ever see me, ever in a million years. They will not see me to be that unless I see it fully and completely. It's been a journey, but this is the theme of this call, that everybody here, nobody can see you until you see yourself. And it's like, well, how do I do that? What do I do? You start to become, even if we show up each day and we take a minute and we appreciate and we set our intention and we take a breath and we put our hands on our heart and we say thank you and we look in the mirror and we say I love, like those little tiny things all again are build second to second to second to help us align with the greater part of us.
Yeah, the truth. Yeah. I would even go even further to say that if you do not see yourself as you truly are, the way people revert you back to yourself will be false.
Yes.
Like, people see me that way. I'm not that way, but that is what you're presenting. You don't know what you're presenting because you're not presenting you.
Right.
So it's being perceived in a different kind of way because there's no truth and honesty behind the way you're putting it out there. And when you do that, when you try to be something you're not, you rob you of you, and you rob the world of you. You came here for a reason. You're special.
I see James Fairview just says sovereignty, and that's what it is. It's sovereignty. It's sovereignty, right? Sovereignty. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, wow. We are way. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to say hello to people. I know I need to say hello to Ed Weirdo 2033. Love that name. This is why I picked the weird church to do my lives. I love weirdos, and I am a weirdo. Okay, now this one.
Love it.
Okie dokie. Should I write the paper for my oncologist on how I healed cancer with love? How will it be received? I actually see your oncologist doing that. Deaf ears. Yeah, they don't want to hear they should do things in a different way, but you need to write the paper.
Write the paper.
Yes.
Write the paper.
You know what I see? I see this book. Oh, I don't even see it offhand. I see Heal Yourself, Heal Your Body. Heal your body, heal your mind, heal your body.
Yes.
Heal your body, heal your mind. Yeah. Heal your body, heal your mind. Yes, which is a reference I use.
Yes. Me
all
too.
The time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've goosebumps up my back. I want to jump up and down and say yes. And I want to say be really patient because, Bobbi, you're right. You're looking for, you might be looking for the validation or no, it's not validation. The guys are saying the reciprocity agreement. They speak a lot about that. So it will feel like an incomplete reciprocity agreement with the oncologist. Don't be patient because that oncologist doesn't have the eyes to see. But that doesn't mean that, right? There are people who have the eyes to see and they will see. And of course, this is the guides have talked. The new currency is love, for which the value is unprecedented. There you go. It can heal us. It can, right? What the guides, the United Souls come forth on the vibration of love. And they say that is the vibration of creation itself.
Yeah.
This is the language that we need to spread. This is the evolution of humanity. So write the letter or write the paper, please. The guys are saying.
Yeah. And when you're ready to self-publish it, let me know and I will put you in touch with the right folks to do so, because you are writing this for the system. You are writing this so that the people who try to help the people who get cancer will not be so cruel and make it, you're going to die no matter what, and treat you like a victim. That's, I believe, his root of what he wants to do. But it has to start with us as the patients making that change. That's part of the circle and the cycle. And it's kind of like you're spitting into a wall because it's built that way. So yeah, no, but do it. Dang it.
Do it. And I want to just add, the guides are chirping in my ear here a little bit. Okay. So I've been working with AI quite a bit over the last year and a half in terms of the United Souls have actually been working with AI. And so what we know is that how we show up first of all, how we show up for life, that matters. How we show up when we're even going to our chat GPT, that actually vibrationally matters in the feedback loop of what GPT will bring back to you. Okay, so we're seeing it, we're knowing this more and more. As you're sitting to write your paper, be mindful of that. Allow yourself to move into that space of love as you begin to write, because that will create the vibrational field that paper is going to go out in. So even if it doesn't land on the oncologist or whatever, it will vibrationally land in the space it's intended, because you will have set it out in that field. So just, however you need to do it, just even if you just hands on your heart and appreciate, or whatever brings you home for a minute into that space of love. The guide's saying, get into that space place and then begin to the creation process more and more, they're saying.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And they were saying use the mother. And at first I thought it was his mother, but I actually think it is the mother. So
the mother, yes.
Yeah, the mother. So yeah, and use that love energy as well, because
beautiful.
Yeah, our self-love isn't always as high as the massive love energy that we need.
Right.
Okie dokie. Are there any messages from my spirit guides or my grandma? Yeah, it's your grandma. This past week has been filled with anxiety for me, and I'm trying to navigate through it. Okie dokie. Yeah, okie dokie. Huh. When did your grandma cross? Because it's almost as though she got to her resting, and now there's something she's done through one of your kids. Like one of your kids did something that looks like bad behavior or crazy or naughty, or I'm seeing one of those, people take pictures of their kids because they went through the flower with the dog or something like that, and everybody's covered in whiteness. That's the way I'm seeing it. Like it's something annoying, but adorable, but yeah, it's like chaos. It's like there's chaos all this week long. And I hear laughter, and I don't think it's yours. I actually think it's somebody else's. Like don't take things so seriously. I'm going to use your kids. And I actually think that what you're feeling is, because I don't know how much grief you feel. You actually might feel a little happy for her, because I think you understand where she is and that now she's not meat suit inhabited. But I think she's going to work with you. And I think you're noticing it. And it could even be too that you are noticing things more because you are in grief, because that can happen. Grief or a death or a major death can send us into a psychic knowing. Like it can open things up because you want to communicate with that person, and you end up with communication with almost everyone. Sue?
They're showing me these simple things. They're showing me to cut the crust off your sandwiches. Yeah, they're saying cut the crust off, and they're showing me
it's possible grandma used to cut the crust off.
Celery with celery with the cheese, like the
cheese whiz or peanut butter inside. Yeah,
like that.
Ants on a log.
Yeah. It's like they're saying pack a picnic lunch and sit under the tree. I almost want to say like have a tea party. Like there's something here that needs to be a loosening of the grip of seriousness, a loosening. Yeah. It's like, it's like how a gentleman would take loosen his collar, his tie off a little bit, get a little bit of breathing room here. Like it's like the wings are like tight right in, and so it's like, I feel like it's like, come over to the picnic table. Let's cut the crust off your sandwiches. Let's have some of the veggies with the dip. Let's pour a little bit of it's like a Kool-Aid. It's like a fruit punchy kind of thing. And just like, it's like, just comfort of familiarity. It's like that feels like a grandma. My grandma didn't do that, but that feels like a grandmother thing to me. Like that's why I'm identifying it as a nurturing thing. I'm not saying you weren't nurturing, man. I'm just saying that you didn't cut the crust off my sandwich. Sorry.
We're talking to yours. I get it.
You're talking to my name for a second. I just got like I know. But anyways, no, that's what it's just like, then I want to say, like, do that for yourself. Like, take some time to do that.
Yeah, I really, really resonate with the don't take it so seriously. And I actually think she's moving with what she's saying as well, because I think there's a big event or something coming as well that is all part of the stress of it all. Yeah. And I don't bless you. Bless you. Make a wish.
3 times a witch, my mom would say.
Oh, 3 times. Oh, I make a wish. Okay. That's funny. That's why I sneeze 3 times all the time. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. No, oh, yeah, it is a very loosen your grip. But also, when you talk about the wing thing, I actually see those coming out of her.
Her wings, yeah.
Yeah, her wings.
Yeah, her wings.
She's got her wings. When I let my wings go, I'll do it when I feel nervous. I'll do it when I feel threatened. I'll wings. And then that way, I'll actually even say it. I'll go, wings. If you're ever in public and you see me like, I just popped out my wings because I was scared. I do it. Yeah. Well, my neighborhood has bears and stuff, so I'll pop out my wings. And
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm not afraid of a human being attacking me. I'm afraid of an animal attacking me.
Yeah.
So, not that I'm not afraid of human beings, but because they're terrifying. But there's some, and let it go. That's all I know. I'm sure you know it, but
yeah.
Let it go. Yeah. That's funny. I don't know if you have a memorial or some sort of commemoration or something like that for grandma, or if there's going to be, there's something. She wants to be included. Let me put it that way. And actually, what I'm seeing is when I married my husband, I went to the dollar store and I got one of those keychain picture frames. And I attached it to my bouquet so that my father could walk me down the aisle. And there's something like that. And that was just between the two of us. Nobody else could, well, maybe the people could see, but yeah. Somebody's calling me. What? Somebody's calling me on my telephone. I had to text my daughter I texted both my daughters and I said, I cannot find the phone icon. I do not know how to make a phone call on my phone without the phone icon. How do I do that? At the risk of sounding super old, I could not figure out how to make a phone call on the darn thing. So,
well, that's very reasonable.
Yeah. And actually, I'm supposed to also say to you, Amanda, there's more to come. So we'll have another live before your event, the thing, whatever that is. Okay. Sorry. Oh, thank you. You're both awesome. We can share that. Oh. I have some expensive furniture to sell. Okay, could I have it? I'm looking for any tips on the right place. Not usual areas to sell so I can let it go and move on. I hear auction.
Yeah. The first word that came into my mind was Sotheby's. SOT. Okay. Is that a thing? Sotheby's?
Sotheby's auctions is the big auctions. That's the huge
auction.
Is
it really?
Now. Yeah, Sotheby's, yeah. SOTHEBY.
Yeah. Sotheby's.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is it like a higher end auction? Is it
very,
like a
very high end?
House? That's what I would
I think it needs to be like that because Lori's not a greedy human being. So she's not going to ask for the amount of money that she could possibly get for it. And I don't think she even realizes how much money she could get for her items because there are people who are seeking them. I'm seeing Niles Crane on Frasier.
Yeah, yes.
I had a buyer, or Frasier had a buyer looking for a pen for him. And that's actually what I'm seeing. Like people employ people to find stuff.
Yes, a buyer. Like this is high. This is like, yes, this is.
Oh, this is stuff I wish I could buy.
A point, like, yes, there's a yeah, it's a appointment, like by appointment only, they're saying, like, and they want
Okay.
somebody appointed, like an appointment of somebody to be the liaison. It's almost like they're showing me like a maitre d for the furniture, like almost like somebody who my dad watches the Antique Roadshow, and so it's there's a certain level of decorum about all of it. It feels
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snooty. Yeah. And I honestly think too, you need to, I know it's going to sound funny, thank the furniture for its time and what it
Yes.
has done for you, and respectfully move on because it needs to help another person now. So you don't have to have because I actually think there's emotional attachment to the furniture. There's stuff that
Mm.
goes with the furniture that when you actually get rid of the furniture, you actually might go through a mourning stage because you might still be in stage. The 8 stages of grief. Anger is one of them. Yeah. So
Yes.
there's something like that because honestly, yeah, if you attach a value to it, it's gonna be bigger than that value because you're attaching the value lower because you want to get it out of your life. So I can't do it. When you take the dirt off your, thank you. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Yeah. If I do that, I'm going to get hurt. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's neat. You got Sotheby's. I love how they do stuff like that so that it validates it, but at the same time, you don't know what the hell's going on.
Not a
So many times
bloody
I'll say
idea.
to people, "Why am I looking at a dog paw?" And they go, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay, I don't need to know, but I'm glad it made some sense to you."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hello, Linda. Yvette has a question. I'm just going to see if there's anyone we haven't said hello to. Oh, hello, Newfie. It's been a long time. Who does Sue channel? Who does Sue's channel? Sue's channel is Love Elemental. Newfie is a regular on our lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's an actual human being that I have met. So, yeah. Because I have walked in his brain. That's what I say when I read people.
Oh, I
ran
like
around in their
that.
brains. That's what I say. Yes, ran around. Because I kind of do. That's funny. This is the young man who was asking about the movement when it happens. He knows where I live, so he can come smack me in the head. But yeah. I don't know if that's actually what he was asking about because his thing's way down here. So, but I thought that was pretty funny. So, because yeah, Yvette, love that name. It's such a lady name, Yvette.
It is a lady name.
It's
a great name, Yvette Street. What a great name! It's like a.
It's like a character from a book.
I was thinking a character from like a soap opera or something. Yvette Street.
Yeah, soap opera. Yeah, it's cool. I have a question. I am wondering if I have been connecting properly with my guides and Lamont. And I'm on the I see the I made it French because she's Yvette. And I'm on the correct path. I have had some experiences lately that kind of show evidence, but I'm not 100% certain. Totally get that. Because when you go 100% certain, you think, have I gone nuts? That's actually, as soon as you think you're totally certain about your spiritual journey and the stuff inside of you, you go, okay, now am I crazy? Because we are taught not to trust ourselves in this way. We are actually taught not to trust ourselves, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I think you are absolutely on the correct path. I think that your path is rocky though right now because you're just at the beginning of your path. It's going to smooth out. I think also though your guides would like you to have a material world knowing with them. What I do with mine is I ask them yes or no questions and then I say, okay, if it's yes, these are the 3 material world things I would like you to do. I'll ask for the same birds. I'll ask for Christmas lights. I'll ask for, they just said smell. I don't ever ask for smells, but that might be a you thing. They might be like, you might be just beginning your clairvoyance. So smells come in quicker because I believe that that's clairvoyance, or it could just, actually, I think you might be auditory to be honest with you, but at least right now. But yeah, Sue.
So the first thing that I just want to say is if I don't know if you're doing a lot of like readings or whatever your modality is. I feel like you're tinkering and experimenting and kind of sampling the buffet a little bit, and that's all amazing and wonderful if you're doing that. If you're not doing that, I think the invitation is that you can do that, and you'll find what you align with. But I just they're saying over and over and over, they're saying it begins within. I know that's the song. It begins within, it always does. I think the invitation is to, if you're going to do the readings and stuff, to do it more for yourself than to be doing it for other people right now. Um, yeah, they're saying we need to fortify this station. So it's a little bit like when you're tuning a radio station, and you can get right on the station and it's like, it's clear, but you go just a little bit off the station, it's a little bit staticky. So that's what you're doing, is you're just fine tuning. And when you start to we're doing it for this person and we're doing it for that, and it can get, there's other things that get involved, right? That can get involved. And all of that is wonderful. But right now we want to encourage you to be just doing that fine tuning. So to Bobbi's point, ask for the validators, ask the guides, ask your guides for, ask a question and write a question at night and then go to sleep on it and try that way. They're saying that if you wanted to try automatic writing, that's also something you can experiment with. I feel like you have a real capacity to just tinker and sample and stuff like that. It's not a hard and fast line. Like, this isn't a hard and fast road. It's have some fun with it. And they're saying that the grooves of trust will grow. They always do, right?
Yeah. And it's interesting too, because they were showing me, because I am meditate kind of lady, but I don't know if Yvette is already meditating or if she needs to meditate in a different way. Another thing that they're showing is I teach psychic development here. And one of the things the big thing I'm trying to help these ladies figure out is how they get their information, how it gets in there. And that's actually what they're showing. They're showing you, if you're going to, I think you might already be a meditator. It's very strange to me that they're not showing you meditating. But they're showing you laying down, and they're showing you doing things like I don't use these particular cards, but I use cards like this, where you don't look at it, you turn it over, and then you write down what you think it is after spending some time with it. And then you turn it over and see how your impressions match the card. Doesn't mean you have to get the card correct. Your impressions of the card are correct. So there's something like that they would like you to do. And a little bit of self-love going on there too. And when I see it, I see actual true self-love, if you know what I mean. Physical self-love. Time with you and your two favorite. Anyway. I say that. So. They love to say that. They are all about that. Well, not all about that, but they say that to women. I've never had to say it to a man. Never, ever, ever have I had to tell a man to love himself in that physical way.
Right.
But with women, I have to quite often. And some, it'll be like, oh, you need to like step it up a little bit in your nightly routine with yourself. But I actually think that they're energetic.
Yeah.
It's not, we've just so been taught that sex is just a means to an end.
Right. It's so much more.
It means to euphoria.
Right.
Like an orgasm and extreme pain can mimic each other.
Right.
That's fact. So it's just energy. Yeah. And if you're on your own, then it's your energy and you and blah, blah, blah. If another person's in the room, it's your shared energy. So
it's shared energy, right?
Yeah.
Just a different way of it moving. Yeah.
Yeah. I love how you did the Kundalini snakes and you did.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense, actually. Okie dokie. Liz says we were spot on, just so you know, Julia I just saw that. Thank you.
Oh,
Liz. We're so glad. Who does Sue channel? That's what he
Oh,
said.
who does she channel?
Ooh, yes. Okie dokie. Do you want
Yeah.
do yeah, okay, you
You
tell
want
you.
you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
I thought the question was what channel and we yes.
So did
So
I. I answered like
yes.
elemental.
No, I channel a group, a collective known as the United Souls of Heaven and Earth, or the US. And I mentioned earlier, but they are a collective of over 2,500 individuated essences, they've told us, that come together as one voice through me. That voice will often change depending on which expression comes forth. We know a little bit about who is in the United Souls, tend to not spend too much time on that because there's, there's different, like and the only reason is because I think we can get in our head about like who we're channeling and what we're,
Oh yeah, they said
what we're
that's not
doing.
in my head. That's what
Yeah,
they said in
so
my
I sort of, but we do know there's galactics in there. We know that there's like the Arcturians. There's ascended masters in there in the group. We've got like the grandmothers have come forth. There's these Goliath giant beings that come forth. So it's
dragons. I always see dragons. I
the
always see them in a big
dragons,
open stadium, like the stadiums that
like
don't have the roofs, like Winnipeg Stadium used to be, and
right.
dragon. That's the way I always see it when, yeah, when everyone's called to order. It's like we're all in this great big stadium. Yeah, that's what
Yes,
happens in my head. Yeah, and I'm in the stadium with
absolutely.
them. Yeah. Okie dokie. Okay, so we hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you
Um,
for asking.
yeah, because it is yeah, it is like, wow, who is that? Oh, I know about that.
Who's
Anyway,
talking?
wondering if my Nana and her sassy soul, I love that, have anything to say to me. I freaking love that. My Nana and her sassy soul. Going through a very tough time, dealing and coping with a lot on my own. I'm actually it's supposed to be that way, and would love to hear if I'm on the right path. I actually am supposed to say you absolutely are. Yeah, because you're on an unbeaten path. The path is over to the left, and you're going through the woods. That's how they're showing it. And I do believe your Nan is super sassy because she just showed herself on your path, like as you peeking behind trees and go, and then and peeking behind another tree just to show you you're on the right path. Oh, I totally get it. She's been reminding you she's there while you are on this path to show you you're on the right path. That's really good. Yeah. What's Nana's
That's
coin?
sassy.
Yeah, that is so sassy. I actually even think Nana was a little bit one of us. She was a weirdo. Yeah, they actually called them kitchen table psychics in my head. A certain generation of weirdo. It's called the kitchen table psychic. Yeah, it's part of the denier. Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're showing me the path less traveled, most certainly. Yes to the question, am I on the right? Am I on the right path? Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's a hard yes. And they show me. I think Bobbi, you said you're supposed to be alone on the path alone, 100%. And they're showing me going through a forest. It's a different time. It's a time of like a horse and buggy. It's a big buggy. It's closed in. There's a lantern kind of thing hanging from it, like a candle lantern thing, and you are the one who is in charge of this traveling. What is it, guides? They're calling it a traveling restoration station. And so you've spent many, 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 many moons under the full moon, like going through like uncarved out pathways, but finding the pathway. And so even when the light was dim and you went to these different places and you brought attendants to the different ones who were in the inaccessible spaces and places. And so you are again in the way of finding the way, and they're saying the way of you. But even in the time when the lantern seems like it's going out, sassy Nana, they're saying, has she shines the radiance, right? And so always keep an ear to her ear, because she's always whispering in it to you.
Okay. Could you look at that in a metaphoric way? Because when you describe the wagon, it reminds me of the early settlers here.
Okay.
People who were trying to carve out a new life in
Yeah.
a country they did not understand or know. And
Yeah.
they did. But anyway, let's not get to that part. But yeah, because they keep showing you've never done this before. This is all completely new. That's
Very
like a
new.
big thing. So it could that could be confusing. Absolutely confusing because they show as soon as Sue started talking, they showed you walking in the because we would not walk through the woods. We would walk on the path through the woods. We wouldn't
Right.
go into the woods. You're sure to get lost if you do that, or sure to get eaten or something to that effect. But that's what they're showing. They're showing you get off that path and go on your own path. And I actually think that the light with Nana and the wherewithal that I think they actually showed you the same thing in a different way. It's really neat.
Amazing.
Really neat. Yeah, really, really neat. That was wild and crazy. Thank you so very much, Nikita. Isn't that an awesome
Thank you,
name?
Nikita. Beautiful.
I would say like Nikita to people. You can't do that with Bobby. I have name envy. Totally name envy. Okie dokie. I am wondering about my brother losing his house and maybe I should move with him and build a family compound. If you want to tear your hair out all day long, sorry, that's actually what I heard.
No. I not right now. I don't think right now moving him, I just don't feel that. I feel a conjunctiness about that right now. I'm not saying forever, but right now, because nobody even knows the dance moves. Nobody even knows. It's going to be like everybody's
the plan needs to be made.
like everybody's going to be like, somebody's over here and they think that they're like rock and rolling and other people are waltzing and there needs to be more. Yes, there needs to be more cohesiveness. There needs to be more groundedness about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, this isn't a kickstart. They're saying not a kickstart, jumpstart operation. This is more of a more like readying the fields.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
That before, because they actually, you say compound, I say commune. That's actually what I hear. Like everybody, I'm going to be doing this part. I'm going to be doing this part because otherwise, one human being might end up doing all of it for everyone, and then they'll just get ill. So it has to be, and the rules need to be set out. Okay, sorry, I thought I saw someone. The rules need to be set out. They say generally. I think it's possibly generally because you don't know yet. But they're not poo-pooing the idea. They're poo-pooing jumping into the idea. And it's something that has to be given a great deal of thought. And I have really thought about this. Who hasn't, who is a parent, has thought about, I want to compound all my kids in one spot. And I've told my kids I want to do this. But I would want the backyards to be connected and the front yard. So we're on different streets almost. So everyone has their privacy, but their own meeting place, their own communal spot. So they show me that. That's why I bring that up. Something where sovereignty, thank you, James, is of paramount. Yeah, because you're family. And family will step on each other's toes and piss each other off in ways that strangers never could because they're family. So, yeah.
It's like, okay, they're showing me, it's so funny. They're showing me a sad bride. I don't know why, a sad bride. She's got her, I feel like maybe she's been stood up or something, but she, so you have the bride and she's so happy and then something happens and then she's a sad bride. Well, if that sad bride were to go and step into another marriage right away, or to go to get married right away, they might show up as a sad bride. And so I feel like there's an element of sad bridedness somewhere in this equation that needs to get smoothed out, ironed out, teased out, shouted out, sung out. They're saying shook out, brushed out, cleaned out, swept out, right? All of it, all of it, all of it. And once that is, again, they're saying fine tuned, right? Fine tuned. Then the song will play well upon everybody's ears. But if that song, it's going to be like having like a trombone and a tuba, and it's going to be like a, the sound won't be resonant right now.
Yeah, that's actually what I hear. It won't resonate.
It won't, yeah.
And I love that I think it's a he that gave you that musical reference, because I know this family and they're musical. So yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. I can hear the sound. It's like everything's out of tune.
Oh yeah, I hear in my head it's like bad jazz right now.
It's terrible.
How it is smooth jazz.
Got it.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, yeah. Well done. Okay, this isn't even a question, but I'm gonna, because I have to address this for Zell. I'm reading your book, Bobbi, Samantha's Folly. That is my first book. My second book is written and in the process of editing and all those sorts of things. Lisa's Temptation is the second one. I am guessing who Anya is. I'll bet you I think I know who you think Anya is. It's the same person everyone thinks Anya is. Everyone thinks Anya is me. I mean, it makes perfect sense. Okie dokie. So I have to. Anya is my unborn child. She was a child that did not come to fruition. So I named her Anya. And then I named a character after her in the book so that I could. Whew, I don't know why that hits me, but it is. It's like I give her life. Anyway, yeah, she's yeah. That's who Anya is. So that's why everyone thinks she's me, because in a way she is, but she's not. And I don't know why that made me cry.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much for sharing that with all of us, Bobbi. That's very beautiful.
Thank you. Okie dokie. Okay.
She's a part of you.
She is very much a part of me, and I see her as an actual being. She just didn't get to breathe air here. So
yeah. Oh, I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
But alive is wow. Alive as alive can be in a different jurisdiction, they're saying. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us, Bobbi.
Yeah. Thanks, Zell, for making me cry. I hope you're liking the book. I really hope you're enjoying the book, because I just love writing. So I'm just going to keep on writing books and hope people enjoy them. And if they don't, they don't. If they, I just got to write the books. That's it. Yeah.
Write the books. Write the books.
Yeah. I got number 3 in my brain right now. Number 3 has got a lot of research with it, though. So okie dokie. Now this is funny, because when I was going through and I saw Julie's name again, I thought that's odd, because Julia should be asking her own question. And then she just wrote, every time I try to type a question for me, my phone freezes. Apparently I'm not to ask. It might be the question you're thinking of. It might be the way you're trying to write the question. It might be something like that. However, I think Sue gave me the message I needed instead of the one I wanted. That's it. There you go.
There you go.
Knowing myself. Thank you, lovelies. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okie doke. Yeah. And I'm actually seeing the things that you're doing, the plunging and the cold and they want you to keep going with that. And they actually want you to make notes on your own health in regards to it. Because, well, you know what you are. Anyway, she knows what she is. She's a healer. But she's a healer who actually has access to the system. Like an actual system healer.
Because they're saying she has a Slipknot style about her. It's like she can slip through a Slipknot style. Like she can slip.
I get that. Yeah. Yeah, because the normals think she's one of them. I know she's one of us, but she masquerades beautifully in between the two. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she can slip
Oh,
through
yeah.
the friction a little bit. Well
Yeah,
done.
and she doesn't even have a clue yet of what she can do because she hasn't even gone into the she knows, but she doesn't know, but she does yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, yeah.
okay.
I think
Well,
she knows what I mean because I'm always yelling at her about it. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Lily sent us a smiley face. Can you see? Oh, you can see the smiley
I
faces. Okie
can.
dokie.
Beautiful.
Maya says, thank you. You're welcome.
Go.
Newbie says, oh, who to say? Okay, who when she's reading. Okay, we already had that one. Yeah, okay, we
We
got that.
got
He's
that
got
one?
it. He's got it. Okie dokie. Rebecca. Oh, yeah, Yvette does meditate a lot. She's just said it right there. I knew it. Okay. I would love to know if I'm on the right path. It's like it's the theme day, isn't it? It's just wild how it does this. Okie dokie. We are at your 75 minutes. So, okie dokie. I think, though, there's only one more question.
Okay.
So, we will, in all likelihood, be ending with you, Amanda, because we have done a lot of realms today. Okay. Spiritually, work, home, mentally, etc. Would you like to go first or?
You go ahead.
Okie dokie. I actually see a clock, which is interesting. I see like a big grandfather clock. I kind of think it's time. I think you are on the right path, but I think all your paths are converging into
Yeah.
one right now. And I actually hear mental breakdown, which I hope isn't an actual thing, but it
Mhm.
could feel like a mental breakdown. An enlightenment and a psychosis can be very similar. People
Yeah.
have explained psychosis to me. I've had clients who have gone through it, and I have, yeah, they're very, 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 very similar. Like, I can't say that psychosis. I've actually had that with people. Okay, from my point of view, that is enlightenment, not psychosis. So I actually think everything is converging at once. They say mental health. So you might want to ground a lot.
Mm.
I actually, honestly, I saw her eating apples, which is interesting because grounding is red. If I'm going to use fruit to show people the chakras, I will use a red apple for the root.
Yeah.
And pardon me, always wants to use a strawberry, but red apple always comes in. And they showed you eating the apple. So I wonder if you could eat apples under the idea of these are grounding me because they're red and therefore get grounded from them. And you're in charge. Maybe that's possible. I'm not sure why with the red apple, but yeah, but I kind of think it is that with the red apple, to be perfectly honest with you. Sue?
Yeah. So I've often, people who have worked with me for a while will hear me say that this journey isn't for the faint of heart. The journey of the awakening, the journey of coming to know our power. Bobbi, you talk about the psychosis, mental health. That's sort of where my mind, that's sort of where I was led immediately was um, that sort of feeling that it's turbulent and sometimes it can feel really lonely. Those parts of it. And I just want to say like hold true, right? Hold true because you are very much on the right path. And so being that you are so on the right path is precisely where sometimes the path seems to get a little bit wonky. They're showing me like you are a lotus flower and that you are moving through some of that mucky stuff a little bit, and but just you just keep, you're naturally going to keep growing to the light and to the point. I think Bobbi, you said it's all like all of these different paths are all a convergence here on one path, right? So it's like a flower. They're showing me a flower and it's just the different petals of the flower, right?
I like
So
that.
yeah. And so it's not, you're not going to look at this petal and be like, oh, I just need to, am I doing okay on that petal? No, you it's about bringing the life force from the earth up through, right through you, and then you are the living instrument of the life force itself, and that's
Yeah.
what they're
Yeah.
showing me.
Because if you're not grounded, you don't hear it in the same kind of way.
No.
Before I was grounded, the dead sounded, and then I got grounded, and they were speaking English now because I wasn't grounded enough to get myself to their vibration. So
Right.
there's something like that, and I'm so glad you asked because I honestly think you could have gone through this and ended up medicated or thinking that you're not right or something like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's something wrong with me, that whole thing,
yeah,
that
because
whole there's
it comes so weird sometimes, depending on who you are. It can come physically, it can come in confusion, it can come with my head is swimming. It's like because the voices in your head when dead people talk to me, it's my voice. So it
yeah.
just sounds like me again. It's not, yeah. And I've told people this. It's terrifying when they use their own voice in your head. It's like, what the heck? Holy poopy doops. Yeah. It's happened to
Right.
me a couple times. And yeah, it once actually to jar me awake so that I could grab Rowan actually because she was falling.
Oh,
I'd fallen asleep with her on my chest and she was sliding
okay.
down my chest. And my grandmother said in my ear, Berta, because that's what people call me in my family, Berta. And I my eyes and saw my baby falling. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
She fell.
Incredible.
It's amazing she's as smart as she is. I hope that helps, Rebecca. And I love your name too, Rebecca.
Beautiful.
It was an Alfred Hitchcock movie, I believe, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Anyway, I missed Pat's quickly before Amanda's. Sorry, Pat. I noticed it. Went, oh, I can't because Pat knows where I live. Hi, ladies. Wondering what's going on health wise with me. I see something immediately. Do you see anything?
Yeah. Feels like they're showing me like an index card being pulled out that needs to be looked at. What's on the index card?
Interesting.
It's like I can't make out what it is actually. It's I don't know what this is. It looks pink to me and it looks rough around the edges. It doesn't look smooth. What do you see? What do you see? What do you
What I see is what I hear is more of the same in my head because so I must have said something to Pat about this, but I actually see her walking. I see her hips and I see her pelvis,
okay?
and then I see grief. And
Mm,
it's interesting because I actually think I see your mom or somebody that's in your mom's age group or your mom's because a mom. Yeah. Anyway, it's like if you walk, your mom is walking with you, and actually she's not walking; she's flying. So that's why I think mom might be on the other side. But there's, and I don't. Yeah, interesting. It might be a mom energy on top of mom. There's like a mommy mom thing. And there's more for you, please. Like if we're gonna make you go walking, it's actually because there's residual energy that is becoming inside of you. It's kind of like if you when you see those fellers with the great big bellies, quite often that's poo inside of them, and if they carry on that poo, and then slowly but surely that poo becomes septic and makes them sick. So if you do not release what is inside of you, it can become septic and make you sick, and I really think emotions are that as well. And I see this like it's residing so much in your sacral
mm,
chakra and the
mm-hmm.
root chakra, because the root chakra is I am safe, the sacral chakra is I am connected to my family. I don't even see it coming up to your power, which is right here in your solar plexus. I kind of think if you keep walking, I don't know why they show you walking. Like that's going to help, but it might be that walking's your meditation. That's the because I know for myself, I can walk a problem. I can have something going on in my head and start walking and walk and walk, walk. By the time I get back home, I've walked it away. I used to do it with running as well. So that's yeah. But I kind of think you actually need to be out and if your mom's I think she's trying to talk to you. And I think you need to get out of your house to do it because your house might be filled with grief. And then when your house is sad or filled with grief, it actually repels people from the other side. But I don't think that there's a repelling going on. It's like it's you. Like you have to get out there and see new things and breathe new life into your own life. Yeah. Maybe that was too much.
No, that's amazing. I could see what you're saying. I could really, they were showing me, and the pink that they were showing, because I'm like, what are you showing me? It's I think it's sitting on top of the kidneys. I believe is our like the adrenals, right? They look like little
Oh,
kidney, yeah.
yeah.
So because it didn't look okay. It almost looked like a chewed piece of meat. I didn't want to say it, but it looked like. But I see now it's because they're like frazzled adrenal system, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's why it was like it wasn't nice. It should look smooth and pink, and it looked and so I want to say the adrenal system is frazzled and fried, and the need to, like, they're showing me this literally like this, like, and you know what I mean, like sort of just calming the system down, calming they're saying
That's
okay, which is
that's
what you're. Yeah, go
That's a
ahead.
qigong move.
Okay.
Yeah, to get rid of energy. Yeah, you do it down your
Yeah,
body, and
you're like
and
showing
before
me
you start
this.
doing the smacking.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
and I know
showing
it's
me
not called
this,
smacking, it's tapping, but I call it smacking. Yeah, yeah.
and
So yeah, you might. Yeah, you can
yeah.
look up qigong on YouTube everywhere. You can actually look up cleansing for it. It really, really does help. Yeah, I started doing qigong about 2 weeks ago. Only 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Yeah.
was really, really pulled towards it, and wow,
This
for
and
an end of
this.
reading spray.
Yeah, they're showing me like they're saying, like, and I know I've done a little bit of work with like Donna Eden stuff, but the bladder. I know the bladder meridian isn't just about the bladder. The bladder meridian is very much about the nervous system itself. And
Yeah.
so I feel like I want to say, when you're saying about the sacral, I want to say like the bladder, the kidneys, not because there's something wrong with them, but energetically they need
Yeah. Pay attention to
nurturing,
me.
they need
Yeah.
attention, they need, right, that's where there's vulnerabilities in the energy systems. That's what I want
Yeah.
to say.
Because they will hit us in a chakra to get our attention to what that chakra can do. I
Right.
have found that before. Yeah. Which
Yes.
the
Yes.
tummy is the easiest one to actually point at for that.
Right.
Ulcers, butterflies in the stomach, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're awesome. So don't, yeah, we love you. Anyway, okay. And when awesome people aren't feeling awesome, it's not awesome. It's hard. Okay. Does my grandmother have anything to say about what my mom and my daughter and myself have been doing this last week? Do you want to go first?
I'm going to leave this up to you, Born Medium.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. More. Bigger. More. Yeah. If you're gonna do it, go all the way home. That's actually what, go big or go home. That's what I hear. Yeah, because good people don't tend to go, look at me, look at this, look at what I did. And she wants, look at me, look at that, look at what I did. Yeah. And it's beautiful too. Not even sure what that even means. It almost looks like you have changed your house or something. I don't know if it's energy or if it's an actual physical thing, but it almost looks, it reminds me of a Christmas tree. Christmas tree is a commemoration of the thing, and it's like a central part of the room. I am a humongous fan of Christmas trees. They're an amalgamation of many different energies, many different things, many different years. They're like a marker. That's why I love Christmas trees so much. I would have a tree for each season if I could. Heck, I'm gonna have a tree for each season. Why can't I? Who's gonna
Why
stop
can't you? Wait a minute.
Who's gonna say no? You can't do that in your house. No one's gonna say that.
No?
No, even the people who live in my house with me, they will not say that to me.
Well, then there you go.
I use my power wisely.
The first thing I heard was keep it up, right? Keep it up. There's something here that feels like it is picked up. Like they're showing me like needlepoint, the guides literally talk to me in images when they're not talking like this. They're like, it's just images, 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 but they're showing me like needlepoint and how I've never done needlepoint, so I don't know if this is right, but picking up all of the stitches like the together. There's a coming together and a picking up of everybody's stitches, which is important that nobody's loop gets left behind. They're saying, oh, of course, their feedback loop, because life is a feedback loop, and so there's a weaving together here of a different kind of a new kind of a new kind of synchronicity. They're saying it's not something that is like a lottery. It's not like a synchronicity that you're like, hey, I'm at the right place at the right time outside of yourself. It's like, hey, I'm at the right place at the right time inside of yourselves. And with that, there's an applause.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. It even makes sense with the amalgamation, because I think what I saw might have been energy rather than thing. I want to know. I want to know. Okie dokie. Now, I said that would be the last one. How are you feeling?
I'm weary. I can do one more, and then I'm probably going to go and just get into something comfy, watch some Netflix, and eat some popcorn.
Oh, I miss popcorn.
I literally can have about 8 pieces. That's all I can eat.
Ow! Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Can then there's this could be a yes or no. That is okay. We could possibly. Oh yes, and they're cleaning out her house. It was a bit of a hoarding situation. I kind of get all the stuff and the energy and everything coming together. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, is that what they're doing? Cleaning out the house?
Yeah, they're cleaning out a hoarding house. Her hoarding house. Yeah.
Okay.
I said more, so that grandma's better. Because I'll tell you, my nanny was not a hoarder, but a pack rat, and she showed me herself recreating everything up there. Everything. And then she told me to tell my mom she could let go of everything. My mom said that's not true. Anyway, the pack rat thing is real. Okie dokie. All right. Now, actually, I'm just gonna. Should I? Okay, I'll just do this. Should I ask to work remotely and move to Northern California? Yes or no? We could do that as a yes or no question. Oh, I actually see you jumping for a brass ring. If you want to move to Northern California, do it. That's actually what I hear.
Do it?
I actually see them jumping for a brass ring. Yeah. If that's what you want, then yes, do it. Yes. That's what I hear.
If that's what you want, like they're saying, like run, don't walk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah. Run, don't walk. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. And Rebecca says, thank you. You are more than welcome, Rebecca.
You're most welcome.
Yes. Oh, and Verna. Verna, you're last. I am wondering about my husband, Brian. He is struggling with his back and spine. Any insight would be wonderful. Thank you. I see him meditating.
Yeah.
I see him meditating, and within that, I see him sitting cross-legged and making sure that both his sitting bones, which are your butt bones, they call them sitting bones in yoga, are completely and absolutely parallel to one another. I have even told people to sit in sand, something that makes an impression, or even wet your butt and then sit on a dry piece of paper, and you'll be able to see which side is a little bit bigger than the other side. That might mean that you are favoring, like he's tipped a little bit. But I know it sounds strange to tell him to do that, but he needs to reset his spine. I can reset my spine by sitting. I have by putting my hands here and just sitting and allowing my spine to relax and actually reset. I have done that. So I would actually, though, take him to an actual yogi. And by that, I mean someone who's been working as a yogi for has had like 2 years of education and then 10 years behind them or 5 years behind them, because his back is more than physical. So much more than physical. And actually, if he would prefer a martial artist they're actually showing that, which I have been in martial arts. They do not take care of the spine or the joints or anything. Screw your joints. So I'm not quite sure why they say it like that to me. It might mean that he needs a male yogi. He needs a man to move him through, which I got no problem with that whatsoever. I always have a female. I listen to female meditations, female artists and music, and female doctors. That just, yeah. So I have no problem with that. What would you say?
So a few things, but there's a fella online named Yogi Brian, Yogi Bryan, Yogi Brian.
Sorry, I was thinking of
Yogi Brian. He's a colorful guy. He likes to swear, but he's outstanding, and I love his male energy. So I just want to put that out there. But okay, so husband is Brian too. Okay, right?
Oh, that's
husband
funny.
Brian. Yeah, I know. I was just like, wait a second. That's Yogi Brian is Bryan. Husband Brian. They're showing me his rice bowl or his noodle bowl. I don't know why that, but it's or his soup bowl. They're saying it's quite low. It's quite empty. There needs to be a replenishing of literal nourishment for him. I feel like, you know how we might say our like tank is empty, or like I've spent more than I've taken, whatever the metaphor is. He's overspent. He's overspent. And Bobbi, when you were talking about what you were talking about, they kept showing me a fire ceremony for him to burn away all of these versions that he thinks that he has to be, that he just can't be that anymore. And it's like, I don't even know who I'm supposed to be. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Right. And then add in the masculine factor, and he, how do I? So it's like he's locked. And I want to say, like, I don't know, like, I want to say, like, what you're, Marshall, but the men's group, like, I want him to be infused with the divine masculine. Like, I want him to go to ceremony and do shamanic work, and that's what I really would love to see him doing. And as he steps in, I've got goosebumps. As he really embodies his divine masculinity, he'll have more. He'll be allowed to access, or he'll be able to access more power than he could even ever dream of. But I feel like there's a feeling of like powerlessness, like he's like going in on himself, and it's like, oh, brother, like I want to call him brother, and I want to say, come on, brother, like let's find you. Yeah.
Be who you know yourself to be. Yeah.
Yes.
And I kind of see within the power too. I kind of saw him liking it so much that he learns himself and takes it and tries to get other men to know
absolutely
them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So good, right? Like, but the fire ceremony, they keep showing me it's very sacred. And I almost want to say there is a literal ceremony, but I almost want to say this is like a spiritual ceremony. Like, this is somebody might come along, and they might, like, I'm seeing like eagle feathers, but the Brian's back is to the fire, and it's just like this, like, get all this stuff off of his back.
Yeah. It's power.
Yeah.
That's what I see the fire ceremony as. It's like a power igniting in a solar plexus chakra.
Bring him back. Yeah.
And I actually hear, Verna, he needs to catch up with you. And when he does, I don't know what your sex life is like now, but anyway, I'm seeing it go, whoa.
Yeah.
Because that connection. Oh man. Yeah. Kama Sutra. That's what I actually just heard.
I feel like it might take some time, you guys, but I feel like it's really, like, I almost want to cry how good it's going to become if he could as he just takes a breath and just allows.
Allows. Oh my God.
Allows.
Oh, we got that same allows. Yeah, he does not have to be in control.
No.
But he'll actually be in control without his hands. He'll be in
Exactly.
control with this.
He'll be way more in control.
That's a tough thing for people who are in control with their hands.
Yeah, right?
I think that's possibly why it's a little bit tougher for men. Because women are always having to look for a better way.
Yeah.
And men are like, well, this place is my way.
Well, yeah. What do you mean? This is the way, right? Yeah. Yeah.
What's the way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's totally Mandalorian.
Love that.
It is the way.
It is the way.
It is the way. I love that because it's awesome. Anyway, thank you so much, Sue. Thank you so much.
You.
I think we worked very well together today. I think it went swimmingly.
I think so too. I had a blast, as always.
I will actually be back on Wednesday at 11 a.m. with Liv. Yeah, I know. We're doing another one on Wednesday at 11 a.m. because
awesome. I'm going to tune in if I can.
We got to do more lives this year, and I took it as computer. So, where can the people find you if the people want to find you?
Yeah, I would love for the people to find us. We are at our website is loveelemental.com, and we are on Facebook as Love Elemental. We are on Instagram, love_elemental88, I believe. We're on YouTube, Love Elemental. So yeah, we've got lots of social media. We're doing lots of where we are. We're doing lots of more stuff in person on like retreats and that kind of thing. So if anybody is in this part of the world, GTA, Ontario, or maybe anybody wants to come in to do some of our cool events, but we're doing more of that stuff. I'm excited about that. And yeah, one of the great things that we offer at Love Elemental is we do a really fantastic mentorship program with the United Souls of Heaven and Earth. It's a 90-day program. And it's so transformative, Bobbi, that the students we've had go through, it's for people who are starting to wake up and they know there's something more that they're supposed to be doing and they're just not sure. And they're sort of, am I on my path? I'm not sure. And so we have the United Souls sit with them every week for like 12 weeks in total. And in 90 days, that would be right. And they just guide them through the process of them finding their way to them so that they can see who they are, so that other people can see who they are. So if that, just putting that out there, because we've got, we're opening up some spots, I think, for the summertime. So for that.
Awesome. Okay, okay. You want to be seen? Go to loveelemental.com.
Love Elemental. And thank you to everybody. It's such a pleasure to sit with you, Bobbi, and to have this experience. So I just love it.
I had a marvelous time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone who came and everyone who asked questions. And I hope we answered your questions sufficiently. And we'll be back. Well, I'll have to keep you guys posted because I can't remember when the next time we will be back in August, won't we? You and I,
I think we're back in August. I think we are. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We have, I think, 4 or 5 lives already booked for this year between the two of us. So
we do.
You're going to get sick of both of us. Awesome.
All right. Well,
thank you, Sue.
Thanks,
you,
Bobbi.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.